2025, January 27, Monday. Trump Kim bromance again. Trump hints at talks with Pyongyang amid growing security concerns in Seoul. As U.S. President Donald Trump has hinted at attempting a fresh summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, South Korea is likely to confront more complicated diplomatic developments concerning U.S. relations with North Korea. When asked during a Fox News interview aired Thursday, Trump said he would reach out to Kim again in his second term. He liked me and I got along with him, Trump said. Trump's comment marked the first time he explicitly expressed his willingness to resume talks with Kim since he took office Monday. What drew particular attention in Seoul was that Trump describes Kim in a positive light. He is not a religious zealot. He happens to be a smart guy. These expressions are interpreted as Trump's way to raise the odds for a summit with Kim and resolve the nuclear issue through their bromance diplomacy. Trump's new diplomatic overture came at the time when the U.S. is expected to try to resolve the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. The situation in Ukraine is already complicated because North Korea has sent its troops to Russia to help fight Ukraine, according to Seoul's National Intelligence Service. Some media outlets in Seoul have raised the possibility that Trump might use bromance diplomacy to stop the dispatch of North Korea's troops to Russia, as well as its weapons support, to put more pressure on Russia over the war. But this scenario has a big problem: North Korea's unpredictable response to Trump's proposal. After all, during his first term, Trump's bromance with Kim did not make any tangible progress in dismantling the North's nuclear program. In June 2018, Trump became the first sitting U.S. president to hold a summit with a sitting North Korean leader. When he met with Kim in Singapore, the first summit, however, resulted in little details about how Pyongyang would move toward denuclearization. In February 2019, Trump and Kim met again in Vietnam, but it also ended without producing any agreement. In June 2019, Trump held a third summit with Kim in the highly symbolic demilitarized zone, but that also ended with no progress. Given that Trump's previous big deal attempts with North Korea have all failed, speculation is mounting that Trump may seek an alternative route for a small deal, namely a negotiation aimed at pushing the North to give up its long-range missiles, but not all its nuclear weapons. In return, Trump is feared to opt for recognizing Pyongyang as a nuclear power and loosening sanctions on it to some extent. This scenario is not groundless, since Trump already described North Korea as a nuclear power at the Oval Office on his first day in office. North Korea has yet to respond to former Trump's overture. Nonetheless, Pyongyang may quietly level in the current geopolitical landscape, which is more favorable to it than during Trump's first term. The North may conclude that there is little to gain from negotiations with the U.S., considering its strengthened ties with Russia. Seoul's political turmoil over impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol must have worked to Pyongyang's advantage. Equally alarming is that the Quad, a security dialogue involving the U.S., Japan, India, and Australia, did not mention denuclearization or North Korea in its joint statement last week, which fueled speculation about the potential change in the U.S. policy toward North Korea. To ensure that any concessions the United States might offer North Korea on denuclearization do not undermine South Korea's security, the government must utilize its diplomatic resources to ensure that its position is fully reflected in the Trump administration's policy toward Pyongyang. Failure to do so risks a recurrence of the Korea passing controversy, in which Seoul is left sidelined and its security impeded.